Home Assistant and XProtect, or more accurately, why my wife lets me spend money on tech. Hi, I'm Karl, a member of our pre-sale teams in the Americas. One of the first things you'll notice is I don't have developer in my title or even in my bio. I'm a tinker, down deep in my soul, and I like to think I come up with some pretty neat solutions at times. Today, I wanted to show off what became that killer app for my wife, that project that, as you probably guessed from the presentation title, is why I can keep buying tech. A simple alert when someone came to the door. Normally, I would point a customer at the XProtect mobile app, but the request also had a stipulation that it wasn't a new app on her phone. Being a tinker, I was looking for the challenge, plus my single end user feeds me, so she has a noticeable amount of time or noticeable amount of influence on my projects. I already use Home Assistant as the center of my smart home. It felt logical to tie Milestone XProtect as my video management system to Home Assistant. Every good tech talk includes a demo, so let's pop over to a web browser and quickly check out the solution. This is Home Assistant, the center of my smart home. If you haven't heard of Home Assistant, think of it as an open source replacement for smart home hubs, sort of like Smart Things or Apple's HomeKits, Google Home, Amazon Echo, those types of devices, but way more customizable and focus on your privacy. The user interface is presented as a simple web page, and this dashboard is formatted for a mobile phone. Today, we are looking at the security section that I've been developing. You've probably noticed a snapshot in the lower left-hand corner. Fast and easy. That's what my wife was looking for. And for full disclosure, I was checking out my outfit to walk for the demo when my youngest asked a very simple question. Do you want me to walk the door dressed as Red Tube Man? Um, the answer felt obvious. Clicking or tapping on the snapshot brings up a gallery. This gallery is an export from Milestone of the bookmark of the video at my front door. It's pretty cool. For an added bonus, I can use a snapshot picture and push notifications using the Home Assistant companion app. And to increase that wow factor, the notifications for Android TV integration displays the snapshot in the lower right-hand corner of my TV. That hits the last bullet point I added of be cool. Neat. Let's pop back to PowerPoint and talk about how this happened. I would claim this is both over-engineered and simple, but I'm creating a PowerPoint presentation for fun, so I can only claim so much sanity. The person detection and line crossing is done by edge analytics on the camera. Pretty standard stuff for enterprise security world. Home Assistant is using the Open Network Bridge to access live video. Again, pretty standard stuff, our TSP streams. Milestone sends a webhook to Home Assistant, and Home Assistant takes a snapshot using the on standard OnVIF integration. The snapshot is converted into a camera entity in Home Assistant and displayed on the dashboard. Video is copied from the Milestone server to my NAS. A gallery card in Home Assistant displays video clips from the NAS. See, that actually is pretty simple. Let's see how I put this all together. I built it using a few tools. The Bat Actions plugin, a MIP plugin that was part of an internal engineering challenge, and just a little bit of PowerShell. The Bat Actions plugin with some PowerShell could be used to send webhooks as well, so you don't have to rely on that internal plugin. Let's look at the details. Get a peek underneath the hood. All right, so now that we're looking at the Milestone server, let's start by taking a peek at the rules. In the rules, you'll see we have a rule starting at the very bottom with ZZZ. It's easy to find. This rule triggers when a person is detected in my front yard. It has three actions associated with it. It creates a bookmark, it sends a webhook, and it executes this tripwire.bat file. We all know what a bookmark is, so let's slide down and look at that webhook plugin. Again, this is part of an internal engineering challenge, so it's more of a proof of concept at this time. So there's not a lot for options. It's pretty much just the name, well, to refer to the webhook, the address we're sending it to, and an optional bearer token. These webhooks are how I'm communicating from Milestone to Home Assistant. Next up, how are we getting the video clips out? This is where that bat file came in. All right. So as we look at this, we can see that there isn't a lot going on with this file. If you walk through the same actions as to install the bat action plugin from the Milestone PS Tools website, you'll end up with a bat file that looks suspiciously like this bat file. Um, it's actually just running through this PowerShell script over here. Let's take a peek at the PowerShell script. It's probably a little bit more interesting. Some of the first things we do is set some variables of where we're working and being able to log out some actions so we actually can see what's going on and do a little bit of transcription. We map it drive to my NAS. Nothing too overly exciting right here. We're just connecting to TrueNAS and mapping it to the J drive. Up next, we're actually using our first bit of Milestone PS Tools using the Connect Management Server commandlet. Here you can see we're actually connecting to the local server. We're going to wait for about 20 seconds, and then we're going to go through and pull the bookmark. You always said I wasn't a developer. That's why I can keep my hard-coded GUID in here. It becomes that script for only one use. Lastly, you can see we use the start export commandlet to go through and save the video out. We're saving it to the local drive, and finally moving it over to that new Dre drive we created. And from there, we sort of stop our transcription. So, lastly, I just want to say thank you to everyone. It's been a great time showing this off, and I'm pumped to be part of this new project. Thank you again.